Hey guys, and welcome to Meaningful Levity. In today's podcast, I will actually be telling you exactly how you should handle your haters. Okay, um, I know everybody talk about haters. Everybody talk about haters and how badly they affect us in our daily lives and how they hinder our progress and growth and success. How they ruin our careers, how they backbite, how they see to it that, we don't succeed in our dreams, how they actually kill our dreams while they are in the egg, how they actually prevent our dreams from hatching. All right. They are like terminators, they are incredible. They are savage and they are disastrous. They are just antagonistic to progress, and everything. All right. So everybody has somebody that hates to see them win. All right. Okay, because probably this person is just in competition with you, or this person just doesn't want to see you prosper for whatever weird reason. I can't just really tell why people behave that way, but mostly it comes from a place of insecurity. All right, so these people actually feel like they are not enough, and they just have to belittle you so they can feel great. All right, so it's just like let's say it's just like having a very short house in a neighborhood where everybody's house is tall. So you have people with very, very tall, living in tall buildings, whilst your house is just a bungalow. If they are living in 20 stories, 10-story buildings, and 5-story buildings, 3-story buildings, whilst your house is just a bungalow, and you also dream of living in a story building, what would you do? Mostly somebody that has love and somebody that has self-worth and somebody that believes in him or herself would choose to level up. All right, so he would do whatever possible, legally and morally right, to make sure that what he reaches the peak. All right, he also levels up and actually what gets his bungalow built into what 5 or 3 story, so that he wouldn't be of the one living in the bungalow within the neighborhood where everybody lives in a story building. That would be somebody that that has a drive, somebody that believes in has self-worth and that is determined, would do that. On the contrary, somebody that we call the AKA the hater would rather demolish every other person's house to the grassroots level. Okay, he's going to level down everything to make sure that his house stands tall. And why would this person choose to do this? It's simply because this person, like I said, lacks self-worth, and this person is being evil. He lacks empathy. This person, in fact, fails to see that, those who have their houses built in story, 5-story, 10-story, whatever, these people actually had to, do that from their sweat. These people had to actually toil. These people went through a lot to get that done. So he lacks empathy, and somebody who lacks empathy is simply a clear sign of what evil. Now you would say, what is evil? Evil is simply means what? Being wicked. All right. What is being wicked? Being wicked simply means doing what would cause harm to another person so you can feel, or let's just say taking delight in hurting other people, right? That's why we term as evil or being wicked. It's like the bully in the school. All right. So I'm saying all these things just to let you understand that haters are real, okay? It's not a hoax. These people actually exist, and each and every one of us have a hater. And that is the more reason why I'm making today's video, to let you know clearly what you should do to make sure that you get the best out of your haters. Because one thing you should know for a fact is that anybody that comes into our life, be him or her a hater or somebody that supports us, comes into our life for a reason. At that particular moment, comes into our life for a reason, all right? So you have to pay attention to why this person came into your life and get the best out of this person coming into your life before the person leaves. If the fellow comes to destroy you and leave without you learning a lesson, then in that case you have lost. But if you are able to learn a lesson, and the fellow, they always say, whatever that doesn't kill you only makes you what? Stronger. So if these people came into your life and made a mess it up, but never killed you, all right, then who even knows? Even if they succeeded in killing you, but the next life, probably you reincarnate, or even in the metaphysical world, after this physical world, you still could benefit from them coming to your life. So focus on, you have to just remain positive and focus on why they came into your life and what you can get out of it. That is the most important thing at the end of the day. That's what I'm going to show you as a matter of how you can handle haters. And as a matter of fact, haters are actually good for everything. Just note it. Write it somewhere that haters are good for everything. I'll tell you why. All right. Why am I saying haters are good for everything? In this life, just imagine that whatever that you are doing, there's nobody to poke you a little bit and tell you that, you know what, you could do better. It's not really enough. You think you're just getting it right. No, there are people who are actually doing better. Life is not a competition, but healthy competition brings the best out of each and every one of us. I personally don't just embrace the matter of, or the whole concept of competition, be it healthy, because most so-called healthy competitions are what lead to unhealthy competitions. Just look at the game of football, the game of basketball or whatever. It's supposed to be a lovely game. People actually go to play. People don't go with the aim of fighting. How come within the pitch you see players hurting other players, kicking other players down? That should just tell you that competition would always bring out something horrible, right? But that's the reason why I only compete with myself, and I only get inspired by others, right? I like to watch people who are doing well. I get inspired, I learn from them, and I do my thing and make sure that I compete with my yesterday, but not with somebody else. But that is my personal opinion. You can let me know in the comment section your opinion about competition, all right? But I'm saying this to say that haters actually bring the best out of you by letting you know that. But that depends on how you see it. Because if you are the type who gets discouraged by their hate, that's what I'm saying. It depends on how you look at the coin, which side, from which angle you are looking at it. If you are the type who gets discouraged, who don't want to be talked about, who just want everybody to be encouraging and supporting you, then in that case, you're never going to make it. I'm sorry, because in this life, haters are bound to happen. And like I said, they come to make you stronger. They come for a reason, and that's why you have to be careful and make sure that you get the best out of them before they leave. All right. So this is why I'm saying haters are good for everything. So they help you level up, depending on how you react to their hate. The second reason why I'm saying haters are good for everything is that when haters come into your life, like I said, it's like a gauge, they come like a gauge, and they actually help you if you pay attention. Let me give you an example. When I started my channel, okay, at that time I had no mic, I had no camera, I had nothing, barely nothing, but I was just using my computer, and I'll make screen recorded tutorials and all of that. A friend ever told me that, your videos were, he never even said like, okay, I've been watching your tutorials, you're trying, but you could do A, B, C, or D. He just told me that, no, your videos, you don't even zoom in your videos, and he said it in front of everybody in the classroom, and I was a bit disappointed, and, but I knew for a fact that, I'm not saying this guy was probably hating on me, I don't know. I can't tell, but when I paid attention to what he said, actually, all this while, I was actually looking for a way to zoom my videos. I did not know how to edit, let's say, tutorials and make sure that I have the zoom effect, zoom in and zoom out effect. But when he did that, I actually went and searched. At that time, I could not afford to pay for a software that could give me the zoom effect. So I wanted a free software, which I wasn't getting all this while. But when he did that, I actually went ahead and searched, and I landed on Active Presenter, which could just give you HD tutorials output, okay, with zoom effects and everything for free without any watermark in it. So from there on, my videos started becoming professional, and that helped grow my channel. I started getting a lot of likes and a lot of comments and a lot of subscriptions. So you see, imagine I had just said this guy was hating on me, and he's just being this, and he's just being negative, and he's just being that. So sometimes people may comment on what you do, okay, in a very harsh manner, but they might not just even have any ill motives behind their harsh comments. So that's a quick disclaimer. You have to be very careful. What I'm talking about, don't just apply it. Make sure you learn from it, and then take decisions based on your own context. And you have to also listen to your intuition, all right, and make proper analysis before you come to a conclusion that somebody is a hater. Else you might actually lose very, very important people in your life who actually meant your good, that you take for haters. So please be very careful about that, all right? What else can I say about haters, how good they are? And we've talked about the fact that they come into our lives for a reason, all right? And this reason could include the fact that they help you level up, because they point out your mistakes. And then when you listen, when you pay attention, and for a fact that it doesn't matter how hateful they may express these remarks, but when you know for a fact that you need to improve, then you improve and just forget about the hate, right? So that's what I have to say about hate, how important they are, right? But that's not to say you should just befriend them, right? Once you notice that somebody is being hateful, it means from there on, you have to protect yourself. You have to make sure that, Dennis Brown said something in his song. Dennis Brown was a reggae legend, a Jamaican. He said, "Love and hate can never be friends. Oh no, oh no. Here I come with love and not hatred." Okay. Anyway, I just try to sing. I don't know. But that is one of my favorite songs, you know. Love and hate can never be friends. Oh no, oh no. All right, but that is a fact, okay? Love and hate can never be friends. What that means is that when you are with people who are haters, there are two things involved. It's either these people, it depends on the context, okay? Like I said in the first example, I said you could learn from them. You could actually gain a lot from haters, and they help you level up by pointing out your flaws, right? But in a situation, so this is a temporal engagement. Within a very short period of time, you can engage with haters. It's not like you're even going to engage with them, but you actually make sure you take advantage of whatever the remarks that they make about you. All right, and see if it's something you can improve on. All right. On the contrary, like I just said in this song of Dennis Brown, you know, love and hate can never be friends. So if you try to engage with them and then deal with them on the long run, you know, vibe with them, they might terminate you. All right. So that is why you should not engage with them, but you should take advantage of their actions from a distance. Meaning you cannot dine with a hater. You don't know what he might put in your food, you know. So that is what I have to say. But though love and hate cannot be friends, but doesn't mean, it's just like life is made as such, you know. We have darkness and we have light. Both are equally important. Okay, your dark moments actually help you grow. You get it? So darkness actually signifies power. So darkness is not bad. At the same time, you have light. Light is also marvelous. That's how the universe is made, or that's how life is, you know, based on polarity, negative, positive. Both are needed for this life to function properly. That is just reality. You know. So one other thing you have to notice that sometimes people actually, the hate that they try to show is sometimes coming from a place of insecurity. Sometimes it's not really hate. They're just projecting their own insecurities about certain things, right? And they don't really seek to destroy you, or they don't really seek to discourage you and all of that. That's why I'm just saying, pay attention, listen to your own intuition, and then act accordingly. But make sure you don't engage once you come to a conclusion that this person is a hater. Just don't engage, but rather take advantage of it. All right. Now, before I end the video, I will tell you some clear signs, okay, to help you figure out who is your hater. All right. But before I do that, okay, I will actually add some more importance of haters, all right, and how you can take advantage of them. Let's come to, for instance, the social media space, all right. People may come and hate on you in the comment section. There are actually people who go to the extent of committing suicide because they were victims of cyberbullying. So painful, right? However, if you fortify your mind, all right, and pay attention, you wouldn't have to commit suicide. I'm not trying to say those who go to the extent of committing suicide are weak. That's not what I'm saying. But this is just to motivate and encourage you to withstand such stuff, right? Such comments and derogatory remarks. So in a case within the social media space, for instance, how do you take advantage of haters? If you're a YouTuber like me, I know that every comment counts. So if somebody comes to hate on me, I'm just going to heart your comment and just throw back some love to you. Like Martin Luther King said, you can only do away with darkness with some light. A little bit glamour or whatever of light could make the difference. Okay, but not with hate. So you cannot deal with hate unless you really want to escalate and then confront. And sometimes the best thing to do is to just ignore. So, and sometimes when you throw back love, sometimes people come back to their conscience, and sometimes they reciprocate even your love. Let me give you an example. I made a video recently on my other channel, which is Minikun Tutorials, where I talked about how to fix YouTube comments not showing on your channel. And the video is like 30 something minutes, so that is very long, I admit, right? But this video helped me. I actually shared all the tips that I tried to fix the problem on my channel. Many other people tried that and it worked for them, and they actually commenting and thanking me. Some people, including this person that I'm talking about, they rather feel like the video is too short and it's too long and they don't have the time to watch till the end. So they rather bash me in the comment section. So today somebody did like that, and what did I do? I said, to be honest with you, this is how I was able to fix the problem, and all the tips that I shared are simply what I had to do to fix the problem. And you should also note that there's no an all fixed solution. So your problem might be special, and I'm sorry if this cannot help you, but I actually encourage him to watch till the end. He probably might find one of my tips helpful. So by saying this, he expected me to have probably come reciprocated. I cannot say this guy was probably hating. He was just probably frustrated and he expressed that. But the way I handled the situation, he had no choice than to, he actually became polite then and said, I didn't mean to. I know you were actually giving your best. That's why the video is long. But just that I did not have time to watch the video till the end. And he actually showed me how he finally fixed the problem. And I learned from him. So he did not mean harm, probably. I don't know. But you see, this is why I'm saying, but there is a time where you have to actually confront. They always say fight fire with fire and evil with prayer. But sometimes you just have to fight fire with fire. I understand those times are there, especially when your life is threatened or something. But in most cases, I would always say just ignore. It's not worth it. Okay. Now, the last thing I would say, which has to do with how to, if you search online, there are many reasons. There are many ways, okay, to spot a hater, right? This particular video, to be honest with you, I did not script anything, okay? I did not do not even any research. All that I'm saying comes from Minikun Livity. In other words, my own experiences that I'm sharing with you, all right? Nothing at all is cooked. So I'll give you mainly 2 tips to spot a hater, all right? I know there are billions of them, but if I can give more, fine. But 2 prominent tips. Tip number 1 to spot a hater is what? Is actually how this person behaves. Okay? Pay attention to the verbal and non-verbal clues, sometimes facial expressions. When you disclose something great that you have achieved, all right, just pay attention. Sometimes they might try to play you, okay? They might try to say congratulations as if they are really happy for you, but watch the facial expression or the body language and everything. It says it all. That's why sometimes people talk about poisonous sprays, right? Or sometimes, for instance, you've done something marvelous And he would say, okay, it's great, but if you had done this, okay, oh, this is awesome, congratulations. But if you had done that, he doesn't really, I don't know how to put it. He doesn't really seem to I don't know how to put it for you to understand. Like, he doesn't really celebrate you for the effort that you kept in, but he's pinpointing something negative about immediately. So he's like, it's just like he had to, it's a formality for him to praise you, but just after that, he has to come back to his real nature and then pinpoint something negative about what you're doing. You get it? So this is a quick way. On the contrary, if you also disclose something negative that has happened to you, let's assume that you've just been laid off or something, this person, to your biggest surprise, will actually be supporting your employer that laid you off, even if you made it clear to him that it was unfair, it was unjust, it was unfair, and that you were like, you really did not deserve this, or something really happened. This person is going to celebrate your failure and actually praise. Instead, you could have, like, you should have done better, you shouldn't have done this. He's not going to really, though you should not expect somebody to really support you as if he was at the scene, okay? But you expected a little bit of empathy and at least neutrality, So this is a clue to know that somebody is hating on you. All right. Tip number 2 for me, these are the main tips that I use. That's why I'm just hammering on them. There are many other ones, but to me, these are the main tips. Tip number 2 for me is how this person treats you in the midst of other people. Okay, especially if those other people are his friends or her friends. All right. So it's like this person has two faces. When it's between you and him or you and her, she treats you like you like with respect and honor. But when he or she is in the midst of other people, sometimes those people are not even his friends. He disregards you. He might not even look into your face as he speaks, or he might talk down on you. He might say derogatory things about you, and the whole squad would laugh. He might try to denigrate you or to do something, or even if he doesn't do any of these, you just realize that your presence there, this person who seemed to be your friend, that's how you can actually detect that this person is a fake friend and is actually a hater. Is that this person probably might not just acknowledge your presence. So it's like you disappear in the background after he has met other people. All right. In other words, this person is just using you. So when you are together, face to face, only you, nobody else, then he would act like a friend. All right. But in the midst of other people, you are below the radar. Then you just know clearly that this is a hater. So to me, these are my 2 major tips. If you have any other tips on how to spot a hater, please let me know in the comment section. And please stay safe and talk to you in the next video. Bye.